Hey you guys, hi, so glad you guys could make it today. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the stream. Okay, got my phone out, had to get a new phone. Fuck Apple for these fucking colors. I don't like this. I don't like blue. I'm not no dark blue bitch. I don't like it. They only made this in white, orange, and blue. The orange, the blue I definitely don't like. The white, they were out of stock. I don't understand why the Pro Maxes couldn't come in pink. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. The way society's about to collapse in like a year, they probably won't be able to make shit. So, fuck it. Fuck it, we all lose. Since that's how it's gotta be. But anyway, that wasn't very positive, but that's okay. Okay, let me get my phone together and then let me go and tell Twitter and Instagram to come on in here. I'll turn the music back up while I do that. Royalty free, royalty free. Okay, gonna read the comments now. Let me pull this little screen out too. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, guys, how's the lighting? Should I go brighter? Definitely not darker. Should we go brighter? What should we do? How's it looking? Need opinions. Go back to comments, because I do read comments. Everything's good? We're ethereal right now? Okay, period. Yes, I'm looking at it on my phone. Okay, yeah, I think we are good. I hope this comes out in 4K. Hopefully, I mean, I am recording in 4K, but you know how it is sometimes. Sometimes shit just be. But all right, you guys, so let's start. I got my notebook here, this very beautiful notebook that my best friend Imani gifted to me for Christmas last year. I love it so much. I was on a date with this guy, right? And then he saw the notebook and he was like, how much money do you have? He's like, oh my God, like Louis Vuitton notebook, like a $200 notebook, like the iPhone costs more. Like, get it together. Poor mindset. What the fuck? Anyway. Okay. So guys, today I'm here to talk to you about the astrology of creator economy. First of all, let's talk about what is creator economy. What does that even mean? So creator economy is where we are now. Creator economy is when you can literally make anything, become a producer of anything, when you can have any type of talent, any type of interest, and monetize it. That's creator economy. It's when you have full control over what's going to be produced, because there's always somebody available to consume it. There's always someone that wants to buy it. There's always someone who's actually interested. Don't let the internet get you fucked up, getting you to think that who's gonna care about my product, or who's gonna care about this thing I want to make, or this weird thing I did, or blah 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 blah. That's it's lack mindset. It's very disgusting. It's very gross. It says I can't have things. It comes from a place of insecurity. It comes from a place of, this is where I'm always going to be at life and nothing will ever change because I'm not willing to make it change. Only people with that type of mindset say that, and only people with that type of mindset don't have shit to show for shit. So don't listen to that type of thing. That you can create anything. That is what creator economy is. That's where we are. That's where we have been for the last 15 years. I mean, think about it. When I look back on my childhood, I was 13 years old watching Dashie XP voice over Funny Dora skits, watching Chugga Conroy play Super Mario Sunshine. And they were making money. They were doing their thing. They were putting out crazy things, having fun, and making money. Oh, Super Mario Logan. Anybody know who Super Mario Logan is? Super Mario Logan was taking Mario plushies and making them talk to each other and have so much fun. Made a bag off that. That nigga was like 19 when he bought his first Lamborghini. That's creator economy. And that shit is real. That shit raw as fuck. If you don't think that's raw as fuck, if you don't think that can happen for you, I don't know what to tell you. Then you shouldn't even be here. If that's what you think, you shouldn't even be here. Press the X. Boop. Bye. But so I'm being serious though, for real though, guys. Creator economy is amazing. So in astrology, creation is ruled by the sign of Leo, right? Creation is ruled by Leo. Leo also represents the sun which gives all biological forms life on earth. You see how they're intertwined together. And as you know, we are currently undergoing a 20-year transit of Pluto in Aquarius. What does that mean? It means that for the next 20 years, Pluto is having a direct impact on all things Aquarius and Leo. These two signs and everything they represent are at the forefront. So that includes the creator and the audience, the creation and the things that happen because of that creation, right? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it is my belief, it's my observation, that these next 20 years, as our governments scramble to figure out how they're going to sustain themselves, as all the systems around us lose support and have to figure out how to survive in an individual society. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the 2027 400-year global cycle shift that is going to occur. We know about a science called human design, which is based on astrology. And from human design, we learn how to make decisions using our bodies. We learn that there is a way that each individual human is meant to operate on earth, a natural way that each individual person was born with. And when you go against that, you experience unnecessary suffering, and you do not come into contact with the life that is meant for you, with the life that would make you satisfied, successful, peaceful, or delighted, right? So come 2027, we know that these global structures, these systems that we have in place that take care of all of us as a whole, we know that that's changing. That's my nice way of saying it. Change is a nice way of saying it. It's fucking collapsing. It's coming down on its head. You understand me? And what that means is, think about how you've never had to wonder if clean water is coming through your faucets. You never had to wonder if, when you brush your teeth, if there's gonna be an amoeba in the water that's gonna crawl into your brain and make you sick. You don't wonder that, because the city the system, the government, they take care of all that for you. There's systems and things in place to make sure that everybody can drink the water, that everybody can do this. When you go to Walmart, the groceries are already there because the system is set up so that they're already there. You don't have to think about it. But these things are changing. They're collapsing. They're not going to change overnight. It is scary stuff. It's very weird. And it's crazy to be talking about it under a pink bulb. Because what the fuck? But that's just what it is. And I'm here to help you prepare for it. I'm here to bring you along with what me and my cult members are doing to prepare for it. Yes, cult members. I'm a cult leader. This is a cult. If you stay to the end of the video, you're a part of it. Okay. I'm checking comments. Uh-oh, there's sunlight coming in and it's gonna get worse. I think I actually need to turn the lighting down just a tad. That's the thing about when you're doing camera stuff. When you're like in film, anybody that's in film knows this, you have to fight against the sun because lighting changes throughout the day. You have to move with the sun because it will change your shit. Okay. Not as bright anymore. But yeah, that sunlight's gonna get even deeper right here, and then it's gonna cover up my bag. I should have did this stream earlier in the day. Okay, so Aquarius. Remember how I said that Pluto was in Aquarius for the next 20 years, and that is what's impacting all things represented by Leo and Aquarius. So things like Venus. She always does this. She always wants to on the toy as soon as I start talking. Venus, can you wait? Please. Let me see. Let me see. Come on. Come on, let me see. She walked away. But anyway, child, back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Sheesh. So, creator economy, Pluto and Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of the individual. It's the sign of differentiation. It's the sign of uniqueness. Uh-oh. Hold on, I can't play this song. Y'all know this song? Who knows this song? It's my song though. Can I play this song? I don't want them to take my shit down, but they don't know about this. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even give a fuck. This is my song. If I gotta re-upload it somewhere else, fuck it. Y'all don't know about this, okay? Okay, so can I finally finish the first part? Please, please. Okay. Aquarius, extreme sovereignty. Aquarius is the sign of the sovereign, right? The ability to be uniquely individual, to be self-sustaining. And with Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto is the sign of, is the planet of extremes. Wherever Pluto is touching a sign, a house, or another planet, that's how you know things are in deep concentration. There's a heavy concentration, which leads to extremes, right? So with Pluto and Aquarius, with the fall of 2027 coming, there's going to be a need for you to become self-sustaining. There's a word for this. It's called sovereign. The word is sovereign. And that's why in the Cult of Jade, we named our cryptocurrency Rain Coin, R-E-I-G-H-N, from the word sovereign, which has the word rain in it. Right? We took it as that rain represents our ability, our preparation for becoming sovereign. Right now, inside the cult, not only are we getting ready to do a Pluto and Aquarius boot camp where we're going to hone our skills, refine our skills. We're going to learn about cybersecurity. We're going to learn how to use AI. We're going to make sure we all know how to change a tire. We're going to make sure we all know how to use a map, because when that GPS goes out one day, you're going to want to know what to do. You see what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we have our own resources. Right now, we're currently cultivating an entire master list of cult members who have farms, the ones who have lands, the ones who have boats, etc., and other things to contribute so that we can create the right community that has the right resources to not just survive during this transit, but thrive, right? And that leads me to another point. Aquarius is the sign of groups, communities, cults, communes, all the things of those nature. and all the things of that nature. And if you're going to be a part of the right group, if you're going to sustain yourself in the right community, you need to be able to bring something to the table. You need to have talent, skills. You need to be a creator, someone who can produce and be able to contribute to that. Don't ever think from this point on, don't ever think you're going to be able to glide by not contributing, not doing anything, or I'll let somebody else take care of it. No, this is your time to start becoming sovereign on your own, developing more skills, developing your talents, your interests, so that when the time comes, you can contribute as well. Does everybody understand that? Are there any questions so far? I know there's like a 5 to 10 second delay, so I'll wait like 5 to 10 seconds. Venus, please, child. Whew. Yeah, Venus is tearing that shit up. So nobody knew the song? Nobody knew the song. Y'all don't know this song. Wow. You know what? That's okay. I'll just be my aqua self and keep it to myself. Something bitches don't know about. That's how I'll do it. Somebody said, what are the skills you would deem valuable in your group? For 2026, number one skill is AI. Number one. Without a shadow of a doubt. Number one skill is AI. And the reason why AI is the number one skill is because access to AI, okay, there was a point in time where you had to go to Harvard. You had to be in the right room with the right people to access certain tools, certain books, certain materials, and be able to use that to further your life. That was only a short 30, 40, 50 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. It was within my own dad's lifetime, and he's not all that old, right? But now, or better yet, let's go back again. Let's go back to the 90s, okay? Then we had the personal computer, right? And so everybody having access to the internet, having access to a computer, that increased the personal power that everybody had access to, but they didn't realize it. Okay, then we had the cell phone. And with the advent of the cell phone, specifically the smartphone, it was like, okay, everybody has access to camera, calculator, internet, on the go, the whole thing, notes app, and any type of productivity app, whatever, you also had access to, everybody, right? So the tools of power were becoming more and more accessible, but we weren't seeing phones, we weren't seeing computers and smartphones as tools of power. Nobody was seeing it yet. We weren't understanding it. Speaking of seeing, ooh, so cute. Love my nails right now. I just wanted to play with that little aperture feature. I love that. But yes, but however, now with AI, this is the single most powerful tool in human history. It is the single most powerful equalizer in human history. You know how it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter what family you come from or what experiences you have in life, everybody has to die one day. We all have to pass away and die one day, right? Death is the great equalizer of humanity when it comes down to it. But what about while we're still here? What is the great equalizer while we're all still alive and breathing? What universifies us? What gives us all a level playing field? It was the computer. It was the smartphone. And now, with AI, you've got all these three things wrapped in one with AI at the top. AI is the single most powerful tool. Why? You might not understand why. Some of you might be going, but how? Why? What do I do? Because this is super intelligence. This is super intelligence. Do you know that ChatGPT has an IQ of 100? 100, that's very high in the IQ world. In every single subject known to man. You can't list every subject known to man. Right now on this stream, you can't list it, you don't know it, but Chat does, and it's got a 100 in it. Do you know what that means? And right here as I speak, as you watch me on this screen, it's in the palm of our hands. That's crazy. We're not understanding the severity of that. We're not understanding how serious that really is. You guys feel me right now? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I'm feeling it now, SpongeBob boy. For real. And this is a point I want to talk about. right? So because AI is the single most powerful tool in human history, like we're at the peak of human history right now, and with AI, with access to super intelligence at your fingertips, where the super intelligence can teach you anything, you can learn anything, you can start building anything, and gives you even better, faster access to anybody across the world, all the 8 billion people in the world, right? This is what extreme sovereignty is. Pluto, extremes. Aquarius, sovereignty. This is what extreme sovereignty is. And when you have this deep level of sovereignty, you have infinite time and resources to create. That's what life is all about. We look at people like Beyonce. We look at people like, what's his name? Ooh, Steven Spielberg, but that's not who I was thinking of. I'm thinking about Martin Scorsese. Yeah, Martin Scorsese, I don't even know how to pronounce it. We look at people like that, people who create for a living, people who bring art to life for a living, actual artists who paint, oil canvas. We look at that and we're like, wow, you get to create and produce and have fun for a living. And a lot of other people look at them and they're like, I wish I could do the same thing. AI is here. You can. Now, because you have super intelligence in the palm of your hand, you can use that to free up your time. You can use that to create things that will get the job done for you, that will connect you to the right people, so that you too have the power to live constantly as a creator. You understand? It's not impossible and it's not hard. Don't let anybody tell you that it's hard. It just takes a little bit of your time. Pluto and Aqua, creator economy. For those of you who aren't posting on TikTok right now, aren't posting on Instagram, not filming, you're not making anything. For those of you who are like, oh, I don't have time, I got a kid and I gotta work. You better make time, bitch. This is creator economy and it's here to stay. And when I say creator economy, don't just think I'm talking about influencers. It's not just influencers. I'm talking about producing, creation. It doesn't matter if it's not directly connected to the internet. You see what I'm saying? You have to become a producer. You have to become a business owner. You have to become self-sustaining. You have to be able to produce for yourself. And the way I see it, if you can't even take the time to produce on the most basic level, on the most basic levels right here with where we are now, what are you gonna do later in the future when everybody else already has their shit built up and you're just now catching up and you're like, can I join? And they're gonna be like, well, what do you have for entry? And you're gonna be like, nothing. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. Finally, somebody knows the music. Oh, Glenn. Hey, Glenn. I love Glenn. Zelda. You wrong. Okay. So another thing about Aquarius during this creator economy, Pluto and Aquarius, there is power in separating from the crowd. There's power in separating from the crowd. So Aquarius, remember, it's the crowd, it's the group, it's the community, right? But on the other side of the coin, Aquarius is about being the odd one out, the one that's completely different, the one that doesn't get influenced by the crowd, the one who can come to their own decisions, even if it's the same as the crowd, but they can come to their own decisions. There's power in separating. You can't afford to be like everyone else right now. You can't afford it, literally, you can't afford it. It's way too costly. You know how something can cost too much and you're like, oh, I literally don't have enough money or something like that? Bitch, this is serious. Nobody in the world has enough money or resources right now that can afford to be like everyone else. It's gonna cost you way too much, more than you could ever pay and you're not gonna like the price of it. You're not gonna fucking like it, because you're gonna have to pay in more than just dollar dividends. You're gonna have to pay with your life. Your life is not gonna be amazing. You're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be satisfied if you allow yourself to be like everyone else. If you allow yourself to go with the group think. Remember, Aquarius is an air sign. Air is connected to intelligence and communication. If you're communicating and thinking the same things as everyone else, having those same conversations as all the regular people are having, the GP, that's where you're gonna get fucked up. Separate yourself from that. If everybody hates AI, you need to be the one to say, before I go with the group opinion, let me see about this for myself. And I want to introduce you guys to a new term. I want to show you guys something. Let me tell you guys about naive morality. There's something called naive morality. Naive morality is when people naively get on their high horse and they start thinking, oh, well, this is the moral thing to do. This is what a good person would do. This makes me a good person. And that matters more than power, money, influence, and resources. And you know what? Maybe 20 years, 15, 10, 5, maybe even 1 year ago, that had a little weight. Maybe. But now, fuck that shit. Throw that shit out the window. I ain't telling you to mistreat people. I'm not telling you to be a demon. But I'm saying you cannot naively apply moral rights and wrongs to every single thing with this whole good person thing stuck in your head, that it ruins the amount of power and influence that you have over your own life. So going back to the AI, because this is the big elephant in the room, honestly, right? A lot of people have this issue with AI right now where they're like, it's harming the environment, it's harming the environment, it's harming the environment. But bitch, did you ever Google? Did you ever Google? Did you ever go to the computer? Did you ever go to the library? Well, the library probably don't got the answer for you, to be honest, and that's crazy. You can't find this in a book right now. I mean, probably not in any library that has one available. But did you ever go to Google and did you ever say, how can I use AI without harming the environment? Did you ever ask the question? Did the question ever even come to your mind? And see, in this Aquarian age, remember how I said that Aquarius is an air sign. So air signs all about thought, communication, the brain, intellect, the concept of intelligence, speech, those things, right? So one of those things is genius. Aquarius is the sign of genius, right? Pluto is the planet of question. It's the planet of questioning. Ask any Scorpio. Scorpios, Plutonians, these are the known detectives. And the only way to be a good detective, the only way to be a good investigator is to ask the right questions, right? So with Pluto in Aquarius, the only way to access true genius, true quantum leap right now, you have to start asking the right questions. Did the question ever even cross your mind? Yes or no? I've been saying this on Twitter for the last several months. I've been saying, stop searching so hard for answers and start looking for better questions. For 3 years, I kept asking myself, how do I make more money? How do you make more money? How do you make more money? And the answer was just not forthcoming. But it's because the answer to my question was not an answer, but it was to ask a better question. And the better question that I figured out was not, how do I make more money? It's, how can I have more fun? I'm a generator. Money is a byproduct of me enjoying myself and having a good time. I'm a generator in human design. Oh, how can I have more fun? And then once I started creating answers to that question, that's when the money came in. You see what I'm saying? You have to be somebody who's able to ask the investigative, genius level questions. The answer to your questions is probably a better question. Do not let that naive morality prevent you from taking control over your life, prevent you from having real influence over your life right now. People are fed up. They're fed up with the system. They're fed up with these jobs that don't give a damn. They're fed up with these companies. They're fed up with these things, but they're missing the power, the access to super intelligence that's right in front of their faces where they could actually make the changes they wish to see. But you're here and you're watching right now, and I don't expect everybody to do this, but everybody that's in here, I expect you to do this. And let's not forget, Aquarius is the sign of technology. Aquarius is the sign of technology. Technological advancement is the sign of AI. With Pluto in Aquarius, the astrology is clear as fuck. It's as clear as it could ever be. It's as clear as it could ever be. We're gonna need technology to survive. We're gonna need that working knowledge of how to use the technological systems we have thus far to support our survival on an individual level. McLovin said, how can projectors have more fun if we need to be recognized? Then you need to ask a different question. If my question was me as a generator, so now you as a projector should be asking a different question. For projectors, it's all about success, right? That feeling of success. And projectors get that feeling of success when they've been recognized and invited, and then their insight, their intellect, what they know has been used successfully. So instead of asking, how can I have more fun, which it's not a bad question, I would be asking, how can I deepen my interest? How can I take my interest to the next level? That's the question I would ask if I were a projector. You might come up with an even better question to ask. This is just the first one. There's plenty of questions to ask. Okay, let me get close to the camera. I'm a little bit far away, but I wanted to show off my shirt. Because isn't it just adorable? Isn't it just doll? Love it. I'm waiting to see. You know, there's like a little 5-second delay. I gotta figure out how to change that. Okay, wait, this is so much better. Yeah, this is better. I was a little bit too far away from the camera before. I kicked it. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me tell you something positive. So yes, the systems are collapsing. Yes, things are changing. And mind you, I'm right here in the present moment with you. I don't know exactly what this change is going to look like either. There's going to be curveballs that even I can't predict, because that's just the nature of being under the influence of Aquarius. Aquarius is co-ruled by Uranus. We know that Uranus is the planet of shock and disruption, of unpredictability, right? Uranus, Aquarius, shock, disruption, unpredictability. So there's going to be things that even I am not aware that's going to happen, that's going to shake things up, right? But regardless of that, remember, Aquarius and Leo, they're sister signs. These are two sides of the same coin. Remember that Pluto, the planet of extremes and concentrations, is still here. What am I telling you? What does this mean? I'm telling you that there's still a shit ton of fun to be had. Leo is the sign of fun. The sign of creation is also the sign of fun. It's the sign of joy. Remember, Leo is represented by the sun. Think about how everybody feels when it's a nice sunny day outside. Think about the life you feel breathe into you. And remember that Aquarius, even though Aquarius also represents groups and all the people, on the other side of that, it represents the 1%, the odd one out, the ability to separate from the crowd. Amidst all the chaos, amidst all the global panic, there's still going to be a 1% of people who are having a fuck ton of fun. There's still going to be tons of people who are having the time of their life. We saw this with the pandemic. Even though, God, so many people were dying in the hospital, getting sick. It was awful. Yet and still, there was a 1% of people in the world who were having the time of their lives, making money, traveling, doing all these things they never thought they'd do. It's just the way of the world. It's just how nature works. It's just what it is. And you need to decide right now, right here, today, that you're going to be in that economy, that you're going to be in that number, that you're going to create, that you're going to produce, that you're going to bring out your inner creator so that you can be in that part of the economy that's still having fun. Because your only other option, you only got two other options. There's three options. Option number one is to suffer, to live and suffer, which is what a lot of people are doing right now. Option number two is to die. However you decide to do it, that's the second option. I don't recommend that option. Option three, however, Ding, 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 ding. Peel back the curtain. Option 3 is where you have a nice, beautiful, fabulous life waiting for you because it's a life orchestrated by your own design, created and produced by your own hand. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I am orchestrating, creating, and producing this life that I am determined to live by my own design. For my nieces, my nephews, my family, my grandma, my sister, my brothers, my mother, my father. They're depending on me and they don't even know it. Your family members are depending on you, the ones who've treated you well, and they don't even know it because they don't understand this information the way you and I do. They're not ahead the way you and I are right now. They don't understand how to use this super intelligence to its fullest capabilities the way you and I do right now. You see what I'm saying? We can be in that 1%. It's not over. It's not over. There is going to be fun times. Life is still going to go on, even amidst the chaos. And any of you that have seen Game of Thrones, you already know what Littlefinger would say. Chaos is a ladder, bitch. And he was not lying. He was not lying. He was not lying. You got to climb that shit. Okay, so we're talking about creator economy. I'm finna drop some real game on you. Pay very close attention. Look me deep in my eyes, because I did my makeup so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, look me deep in my eyes though, for real. I'm finna tell y'all something. Starting 2026, you're gonna need to make your way, and don't do it slow. Run into some bumps, have a few roadblocks and challenges, but run. You're gonna need to leave the general population behind when it comes to maybe not everything, but a part of what you're creating, a part of your business. You need to price that shit high as fuck. Just do it. Take a risk. I'm gonna do the same thing. I do believe in my own worth. I know my own worth and I know it's fucking exponential. It's immeasurable. Any price I put on myself is really not enough. It's really not even, because it's immeasurable. It's priceless. However, I'm gonna choose a price and I'm gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Because guys, we are entering what's called, not even entering, we're already there and we've been there for a long time, but it's only just now that the GP is starting to wake up and see it for themselves. We are entering what's called a plutonomy. A plutonomy, that's not even a word I created. You would think I did because it's got the word Pluto in it, and I didn't. The word plutonomy comes from the 2005 research papers that were created and given out to members of Citigroup Bank on Wall Street. Right? And Citigroup Bank, they did their research and they made the paper. And in the paper, it says, hey guys, we are in a plutonomy. And unless the GP wises up to the fact that they can vote in their own best interest, which they never did. Hello, that's why Trump is in office. They never did wise up. Unless the general public starts wising up to the fact that the power they have to stop this is in their voting power, things are going to be amazing and continue to be amazing for ultra high net worth people, UHN, people who are making 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, 100 and more. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, ultra high net worth people. And you might think, because I know when you think about it, you always think like these people are just so few and far between. Like, yes, they are the 1% when it comes to the 8 billion that we have in the world, but there's still a ton of them, a ton. And what I'm saying is, you can't let these people out here, these fucking fools on Twitter, convince you that what you have cannot be priced however the fuck you want to price it, or that there's not going to be enough people who will want to buy it, or that nobody will buy it, or you're not going to be able to find the clientele. That's not true at all. There are hundreds of thousands of ultra high net worth people. And guess what? They're just people. They're still people. They're not Superman. They're not superheroes. Some of them are actually really nice. Some of them are actually really nice, regular people. They just have a lot of money. And when you have a lot of money, you like to fucking spend it. It's fun. Spending money is fun. Getting things that cost a lot that other people can't get is fucking fun. And what I'm telling you to do as a creator, as a producer in this plutonic economy. Oh, I forgot to explain what a plutonomy is. A plutonomy is when people who are in the ultra high net worth tax bracket, when they are the domineering influence in the economy. So much so that everybody else literally doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm finna give you a stat. I'm finna give you a real stat. This is not an estimate. This is not a guess. This is not a, well, maybe if. No, I'm telling you something right here. If 200 million Americans, mind you, Americans, you know, we're the richest country, we're basically the richest country in the world. If 200 million, mind you, you've never seen, your eyes, you've never seen 200 million of anything. None of us have. We've never seen 200 million of shit, so you can't even really conceptualize it. And there's only 340 million Americans in the world. If 200 million Americans lost their jobs tomorrow, it would not move the needle on this economy because we are actually in a plutonomy. Remember that Pluto is the planet of concentration and extremes. We're in a plutonomy where the majority of our capital, of the movement, our GDP, right, gross domestic product, is in the hands of the UHNs, of the ultra high net worth. And nothing is gonna change that. Don't cry about it. I don't personally find any reason to be upset about it. I'm not upset about that. That's just what it is. It's what it's always been. There's always been a 1%. It was never gonna change. It never has changed. So the way I see it is to just get with the fucking program and put myself in that number. What I'm telling you, raise your prices. Create offers for people who can't afford high prices. They want to buy things. They want to meet new people. They want to learn. They want to see new shit. They've seen the Lamborghinis. They've had the yachts and the boat parties. They've bought mansions and stuff. But there's so many people in the world, so many people who are so unique. Remember, Pluto and Aqua, sign of uniqueness, sign of differentiation. There are so many unique individuals who have amazing things to share, to experience with other people. They want that. They're just people too. They've seen all that. There's an open space right here between now and the end of 2026. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but there's an open space between now and the end of 2026 for you to come in with your unique shit and for you to be able to live well too. It's gonna be an exchange. They get to have your creation, what you're producing, and you get to be in that number. You get to work your way into that UHN because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. You can just decide that you deserve something. You can just decide that I'm a creator, this is what I produce, and this is what it's worth. How the fuck do you think, why the fuck is any company on earth, why are they rich? Nintendo, Apple, the motherfuckers selling $100 polyester clothing. They just decide. They just make the decision. You know what? I'm making $100. You know what? It's gonna be this price. Now, do they factor in shit like, I don't know, global trade costs, whatever? Sure. But at the end of the day, they just decide. You can just decide. You're an individual. You don't need to wait on validation from the rest of the world about how much your shit is worth. Bitch, you better get in there. The price of my readings, right now, they're $1,700 for a one-on-one. That shit's about to go up because it's worth it. It's worth it. That shit's about to go up. Instead of doing a $1,700 reading, which doesn't even cover my entire rent, I'd rather do a $25,000 reading and spend a day or two with somebody really getting into the depth of their chart and really getting something out of that, because they're going to get a lot out of me. I want to get a lot out of them back. The fuck? Bitch, I don't want to be in the 99%. I want to be in the 1%. Not even I want to be, I am. That's who I see myself as. That's who I was born to be. That's what I've decided. And you can decide the same thing. This is going to be the goal for 2026. Get to the UHN. Become a top tier creator. Just say that you are. Create offers. Price them how you want. This is your playground. The earth is your playground to mold and shape as you please. You don't need to wait on validation. You don't need to listen to fools on Twitter trying to tell you anything less. And guess what? The GP, they're going to be mad. People are going to be very, very angry. They're going to be so mad. And that's where that naive morality comes in. See, the naive morality says, no, don't make people mad, or no, that's not fair to this and this and that. Fuck fair. I have a family to think about, myself to think about. I gotta make sure little Venus eat. You see what I'm saying? Come 2027, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but however the fuck it's gonna look, I wanna look at it from a yacht. I wanna look at it on the crystal clear, on the crystal clear waters of what's that place? Oh, I can't even think of the name. See, I ain't never even been there. Fucking not Napa Valley, not California. It's Italy. It's a really pretty place in Italy, not Amalfi Coast. What's that place in Italy? Not Naples. I'm pretty sure it starts with the N. Let me check the comments. What is it? That's okay. That's okay. Just know I'm finna raise these prices and I'm finna be there, right? And so, if you are a cult member, and you're like, well, what do I do? How do I start? Where do I go from here, Jade? This is great information, but I don't know the next step. You need to be in boot camp. You need to be in our Pluto and Aquarius boot camp. This boot camp was for me. I started creating my Pluto and Aquarius boot camp for myself. But then, through a series of responses as a generator, I was prompted to share that with the cult. And so now I'm going to be taking the cult through the exact boot camp that I've been putting myself through to get ready for Pluto and Aquarius. One of those things includes learning how to use AI systems, how to create with AI systems so that you can make the computer work for you. The computer needs to be working for you. If you're a part of the cult, you already heard this the other day, but I told my cult members last week, I was like, you guys remember how white people in America had a several hundred year head start because they had dozens and dozens and decades of slave labor, free, constant slave labor that built generational wealth that's still in effect to this day, right? Now it's our turn, except this time, nobody gets hurt. This time, the slave doesn't have to eat or sleep, and it doesn't produce children. It's the AI. It's time for the computer to work for you day in and day out, no breaks. And you can have as many of them as you want to. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of fucking people in this world, a lot. And there's a lot of them who have money, who want to spend it, who want to know you, who want to meet new people that they've never fucking met before. Just because you're not there where they are right now, just because you're from fucking Atlanta, doesn't mean that you don't have anything valuable to contribute as a friend, as a jokester, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? There's still value in all people. Pluto is the planet of value. It's the planet of what's really at the core underneath the surface. Aquarius is the sign of humanity, what it is to be human. Pluto and Aquarius, deep value in yourself as a person. And it's up to you to extract it and put it out there into the world. And that's what we're going to be doing during our Pluto and Aquarius boot camp. And then the sister that's going to be running side by side to the boot camp. You see it right here on the screen. That is the engineer's room. What I'm trying to do, everything I just told you about preparing for that plutonomy, this is what I want to do with a team of high-level entrepreneurs. Anybody who's already made a minimum of $10,000 a month in your business. I don't mean you just made $10,000 overall. No, if you are making a minimum of 5 figures a month, per month in your business, I want to hear from you. I want you to message me on Twitter preferably, or you can message me on Instagram, and I want to see if you qualify to be a part of this superpowered team. We're going to come together and we're going to prepare for the plutonomy as a unit. I want to give you all of my deepest AI secrets. I want to share with you everything that I'm doing, and I want to hear from you, because the fact that you're at 5 figures a month in your business on your own, you've got all your shit together, I want to know what you're doing. You're clearly somebody that's sovereign. You're clearly somebody that knows how to be alone. You're not coming in here to depend on me. You're coming in here to share with me because I'm ready to share with you. You understand? Pluto and Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of groups and teams. We're better together. Very cliche, but that's what the fuck it is, bitch. It is gonna cost you. It is gonna be a monthly subscription, $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month to be a part of the team. I'm gonna be the bridge to connect you and me with other high-powered people so that we can use Pluto and Aquarius, the concentration of a group, to our full advantage. And I can be very honest about that. And you guys can do the same. Even if your business is not making 5 figures a month and you're not eligible to be inside of the engineer's room with us, that doesn't mean that you can't also use this information that I'm giving you right now to your advantage. You can still create your own high-level team. You can still reach out to the people that you see as the top players and say, hey, let's get this shit going. We need to be working together as a unit. I'll be working with the cult as a unit during boot camp, and then I'll be working with my team members inside of the engineer's room as a unit, doing it both ways. Do it as many ways as you want. Let me take a drink, child. Whew. Okay, reading comments. Actually, before I do that, fix my gloss up. You know that gloss be coming off when you're talking. Hopefully I get to do a TED Talk next year, because as of now, I never got to do a TED Talk. I still want to get on a stage and have like 5,000 people in attendance, you know? And sell the tickets for like $1,500 a pop. Because it's worth it. The type of shit I give it on these live streams, worth every drop. You know what? Maybe I just need to host my own. Maybe I just need to host my own entrepreneurs conference and do that shit. I love this lip gloss so much. Oh, on my YouTube or on my influencer shit. Smells so good. Literally my favorite right now. And it gives you that that Gyadu cool look. Like, just love it right now. Okay, reading comments. See, Taco Bell Junkie, that's where you fucking up at. Taco Bell Junkie said, do you guys think interactive fictional stories would be something people would still be interested in? You don't need validation from people. Don't wait on any type of validation. Don't try to get validation for what's coming from your heart that you want to produce right now. Pluto in Aquarius, affecting Leo and Aquarius as signs, as archetypes. This is a creator's economy. Create, produce, reiterate, put it out there. Try it again and try it again. Start creating. Don't wait on validation. That's gonna get you fucked up. And all it takes is one hating ass, dumb ass, foolish motherfucker to tell you, I don't think I like it. And then you miss out on your chance to be 1%. Let me know if you want to produce something in DC. I got you. Message me on Twitter. That would be awesome. No, boot camp is not $25K. Come on, guys. No. Boot camp is $35. Now, I'm never going to leave my cult members behind. My cult members will never have to worry about being left behind. But anybody that's not in my cult, post 2026, I don't have nothing for you, because why the fuck would I? You know what I mean? Why would I? Cult members never have to worry about me leaving the face of the earth. Everything that I'm doing, getting master lists of people in the cult who have farmland, teaching this information, doing the boot camp. This is because I care about my cult as a family, as a very real family that I want to take care of. If I win, you win. If I win, my cult wins. That's guaranteed. The $25K is what I intend to charge for a specialized one-on-one reading experiences for the future. And it might not even be $25K. It might be $50. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Boot camp will be open. To join boot camp, you'll probably just have that first week of November to join before we officially start. Can I jump from boot camp to the engineering room in the future? Yes, you can. That is a possibility. I don't know, because there is a certain amount of spots in the engineering room. There is a certain amount of spots. However, I'm not sure how fast they'll get filled, but there have been a lot of people applying, which just makes me very excited, very happy. The engineers room boot camp, I am very excited, you guys. I'm really excited. Thank you for being here. I'm really excited for boot camp because I want you to know. Oops, I keep kicking my shit. We got this. We're moving as a unit. Pluto and Aquarius, taking advantage of the fact that Aquarius represents groups and that Pluto is giving power to all those Aquarian things right now. It doesn't just stop at the engineers room. It's also for the cult. It's for the boot camp. We're moving as a unit. We got this. At the very fucking least, you're gonna be in position where you know people who are gonna be able to share resources with you, and you're gonna be able to share resources right back because I'm getting you prepped and primed as a creator that can contribute to the group at the very least. So at the very least, come 2027, you shouldn't be hungry. And I'm not, again, not saying things are gonna fall apart overnight, because they're not. But at the very least, as time progresses and these systems do collapse, you're not gonna be hungry, you're not gonna be, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'm all by myself. No, because we're taking care of that right now. Those of you in the engineers room, come talk to me. If you've already started generating 5 figures a month in your business, come talk to me, come qualify, come see if you qualify, come be a part of this team. We're better together. There are things that I want to share with people who have already proven that they can get here on their own, and there are things that I would like for you to share with me. It's very important to me. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. And I'm very excited to do boot camp with you guys. Pluto and Aquarius boot camp starts October 30th. It will be open for that week. If you do not join after that first week, you can still learn because I did put the keynotes on Twitter. The keynotes are out there. So if you wanted to learn those like on your own, you could, but it just won't be with my personal individual framework, my creative framework. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. Are there any last questions before I go? Any last questions? Preferably, not even preferably, this is a demand. Any questions that are non-personal that can apply to everybody? I want to answer questions that are going to be able to help everybody. So don't ask me, what does a 6'2" do? That can't help everybody. Ask me things that are going to be able, that are going to be answerable for everyone. I'll give you guys a minute. I know that's right, Tinker. Tinker, I actually intend on us to do things like this during boot camp where we go live together and I'll be on camera, but we're all gonna be on our laptops studying, learning, doing our thing, where we're basically gonna have Basically gonna have creative sessions together. One of my friends was doing that. I thought it was a good idea. Somebody said, do you recommend creating your own small groups to learn and give crypto advice? Groups anything have power, but the real power comes from each individual being strong enough to hold their own in the group. So the group's not really going to be as powerful as it could be if the people coming in have done none of their own research on crypto and they're not keeping up with it at all, and they're just relying on you in the group to provide them with everything. That's a problem. Somebody said, what advice do you have for those who want to build a bigger social media presence in a creator economy? That's a very good question. Let me give it some thought. Good question. One thing, you need to have the AI working for you. You need to have the AI posting, doing cold outreach, working even when you're sleeping. You can set up AI to do all kinds of things throughout the day, while you're sleeping, while you're cooking, while you're at the movies with your friends. You need to have the AI working for you so that way things are still moving even when you're not. That's number one. Number two is going to be experimentation. Experiment, experiment, experiment. When things aren't working, try something new. If the result seems a little lackluster, you don't like it, do something new. You got to do something new to get a different result. Yesterday, I was doing some tweeting, doing some promotion, and I was telling people, you know, okay guys, we're doing a live stream, boot camp, engineer's room, I'm just talking about different things. And the tweets seemed kind of dry. I know some people were at work and school, but they just seemed like they were kind of boring. And I was like, this doesn't feel like it's working to me. So I did something different. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post some of my Pluto and Aqua results. So as you guys know, I have a fatty. If you didn't know, you know now. And I've always had one, but it looks fucking incredible now because Nurse Aqua AI, which is the AI that I created for myself to further my health goals this year, my personal AI nurse, she got me so fucking right. My shit looks so good. I was recording videos and stuff and just having fun yesterday, and I was like, damn. And I was like, you know what? I normally don't post things like this. As a matter of fact, I don't really even post pictures on Twitter. Like, I rarely post pictures on Twitter. I used to in like 2020, but I just really don't anymore, right? But I was like, you know what? Let me do something new. So yesterday I posted a video, I posted several pictures of myself. I did something new. You got to do something new to get a different result. It's that constant back and forth of, okay, let me see if this works. Okay, new. Let me see if this works. Okay, new. That's what I would do. That's what I am doing. Also, advertising. A lot of people don't know the power of paying for ads on Instagram and TikTok. It is extremely powerful. A part of why my page did so well the last 2 months after my AI video started to blow up was because I was paying for ads. Don't be afraid to invest a couple of $100s into TikTok and Instagram ads. And when you do it, you're gonna wanna go on your computer and do it because Apple charges the apps like a 30% cut of anything that's bought in the app, so it's going to cost you an extra 30% to make up the difference. So you're going to want to go to Instagram and TikTok on your computer and do that. And remember, if you've already got your LLC set up, which you should if you're serious, that is a tax write-off, so you write that off. Do you think faceless content creators can be successful? Yes. If you are in boot camp, I'm gonna show you some motherfucking faceless shit. I'm gonna show you some shit. I'm gonna show you guys some shit. It's gonna be faceless. It's gonna make you some fucking money. One thing I've always been proud of and loud about is I wanna put some fucking money in your pocket. That's why I give out game. That's what I do what I do. I do what I do because I want the people that listen to me to have tangible results of success. I don't talk for content. I don't talk for my health. I don't talk to get a viewer or a follower or to entertain people. This is not entertainment. I'm just an entertaining bitch naturally, but this is so you can be Miss Girl. I do it so y'all can be Miss Girl. My favorite AI programs, gotta join bootcamp for that. All my AI tools, all my workflows, my processes, downloading local AI. You're gonna get a full AI education once you join bootcamp. Obviously, you guys know I love AI. I'm super excited about it. Generator, I'm passionate. I'm literally revving at my engine. You're getting all the good stuff. All that's in bootcamp. That's for my cult members. Boot camp is on October 30th. It opens October 30th. It'll stay open for about a week before we officially begin, so come on in. Do you think a presence on social media will be the baseline for Pluto in Aqua, aka using human connection on social platforms to generate income, or can it be done offline? Amazing question. Amazing question. Do not forget the power of in-person human connection. As it stands right now, we are in a loneliness epidemic. It's lonely as fuck out here. Even I myself, and I actually meant to talk about this, but I forgot to write it down. Even I myself, I kind of backed myself into a corner the last couple of years by prioritizing my business and just kind of focused on my ambitions, that I forgot, oh my gosh, I have to make sure that I'm creating and sustaining human connection in my life. Because see, when you're growing up, you go to school and you go to work and the human connection is just kind of already there for you. But when you're out here hustling and grinding and being an entrepreneur, those things are not just sitting there waiting for you because you're not there in those environments. And it's something that you have to engineer for yourself. So even as we go through this ambitious time together, don't forget about how real it is to be face to face with people, connecting. That's why I've been connecting with the cult in person all year. In-person stuff still matters. It will always matter. We are people. We need it. We need to be able to hug and kiss on each other. We need to be able to breathe the same air at times. That is very important. And if you are joining the engineers room, if you're going to be on my team, oh my God, do I have genius level plans for how we're going to use in-person connections to get into those UHN rooms. It's foolproof. It will work. These plans will work. It's just a matter of when. Great question, by the way. Somebody said, how to not have fears and doubts with posting content when you have some insecurities. You just got to do it. It's not about how to do this or how to convince. Just do it. Just click it. That's all. Just click. Just press the button. Click, click, click. Oh, I look kind of ugly there. Click. Just press the button. Just post it. My Leo sister. Hey, Monty. Okay, guys. I really enjoyed this. This was so much fun. Thank you for coming. I'll see you guys next week. We're going to do another stream next week for our girlies and our cult members in the UK, in Asia, all those places that are way ahead of us. We're going to do something in the morning time, afternoon time, so that way they can join too. Thanks for coming. I'll see you in boot camp. I'll see you in the engineers room. Ooh, they don't know about this. I'm a real Pokemon trainer. Before I was anything, I was a trainer, bitch. Period. What was my song?